But you had something you wanted to address real quick before we get started.
Yeah, so, we get email. We've been getting a lot of email lately and lots of comments on Facebook and different groups in there about, the Pope accepts evolution and the Big Bang. He's making progress. Well, not really. What he said is actually not any different than what's been the Catholic Church's position for...
Since John Paul II.
Yeah, for like 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So,
And they've been pretty good. I mean, if you go to a Catholic school, they're going to teach you evolution. And they have not been saying that the science is wrong. What they've been saying is that they can find a way to make their religion seem to fit in with the science.
Right, yes. The science is right, but God did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the position really hasn't changed, although I would say it's a bit of a stretch to say that they actually accept evolution.
Yeah.
Because evolution doesn't have an opening within it for the speculation that there's a supernatural being tinkering with it. That would make it an untestable, unfalsifiable, rather useless proposition, because you then couldn't examine the similarities between species or DNA and reach any conclusions about, ancestry if there's the possibility of tinkering. So,
yeah. But along those same lines, I got an email from someone who saw a past show, and he disagrees with your assessment of the Catholic Church being a criminal organization.
Then he's probably wrong.
Yeah, I'm thinking he is. But let's examine what he has a complaint about. Basically, in that you were claiming that the Catholic Church is a criminal organization, and Catholics are complicit in that because they continue to support the Church. And he writes, I don't see how all Catholics are complicit or have the responsibility to topple the entire religion, even if the Pope himself directly committed crimes. It strikes me as the same as saying if Obama commits a crime, then all Democrats are complicit or have the responsibility of dismantling the entire Democratic Party. I would think that individuals are responsible for the crimes they commit, and it's the responsibility of individuals that know about the crime and the legal system to bring them to justice.
Well, let's not go all the way to Obama. Let's just go to you.
Okay.
President of the Atheist Community of Austin. If Jen does something wrong in her capacity as president of the ACA, I'm not complicit as a member of the ACA.
Right.
However, if Jen has this habit of doing things that are wrong and illegal, and I continue to support the ACA and I continue to give money to the ACA, knowing that this is the case, and we continue to keep re-electing Jen, then I am in that case complicit.
Yeah.
Because I am implicitly endorsing her actions by not taking action to change something.
Right.
Now, if the Catholic Church had only ever done one thing wrong and we were just now finding out about it, then I wouldn't have said that Catholics were complicit. That's not remotely the case.
Right. Well, and not only that, but, the Catholic Church engaged in an organized campaign to shield priests from suffering any legal consequences for the crimes they committed. So they moved priests around, they reassigned them, they did everything except defrock them. That they won't do. But they managed to make sure that these priests were never held accountable for molesting children. And that means that the organization itself is complicit. And once you find out that the organization has done that, if you're a member of that organization, then you have a responsibility as a member of the organization to do something to change it. And
it could be as little as speaking out.
Exactly.
And saying, hey, the church does all of these good things, which I want to continue supporting, but I can no longer ignore that these other things are going on and we need to make some changes, or I'm going to, basically what I had suggested was make a whole new church.
Right.
If you can't get in and roust the people who are engaged in these actions, then you keep your beliefs and you make a new church, which clearly isn't that hard since we have thousands of denominations who've done exactly that.
I was going to say, I think Henry VIII did that.
Oh yeah,
not
couldn't
because
get divorced.
Yeah, not because of anything wrong the Catholic Church did necessarily, but because he wanted
the church's positions were inconvenient for his relationship status.
Yes, so it had to go. Anyway, so I just wanted to point out that the analogy fails there because People know about this now. They can't pretend that it's a new thing. So if you're still in the Catholic Church and you know about this, you're still complicit. So.
And the people will make all kinds of rationalizations for, well, like I was just saying, the church does a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Nobody said they didn't.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm not aware of anybody saying they didn't. All kinds of churches do all kinds of good things. All kinds of people in churches do all kinds of good things. And
Yeah.
they tend to give credit to their religion when their religion deserves no credit for it at all. It's people doing things.
Right.
And I think it's in our best interest to recognize that people can do good things and do good things, irrespective of their religious identity or what church they happen to belong to.
Yeah. Yeah, churches are not the only vehicle for doing good things in the world.
Or bad things.
Right.
It's a big old goofy world, as John Prine would say.
Yes.